Good morning, dear hearts. Lesson 50. Congratulations. It has been said that once you reach and do and complete the first 50 lessons of the workbook of A Course in Miracles, everything will be changing in your life because, as we have said before, our minds are no longer completely untrained. Which leads me definitely into today's lesson. And before I get started, please subscribe. I am sustained by the love of God. I am sustained. And I really like to focus on that word here, because at the beginning of the year, beginning of starting the workbook, I said, and I can maintain that it's true, an untrained mind is not sustainable. It cannot endure. That is what to be sustainable is. To be sustainable is something that can be maintained. There is a continuous supply, that it supports validity and it keeps things in existence. That is what sustainability is. And I am sustained by the love of God, because it is only the love of God that has an endless source. It is only what I am given from my celestial parent that is endowed with unlimited supply, because God is unlimited supply, the unlimited supply of love. Now, this lesson tells us that, this idea, this I am sustained by the love of God, that idea solves every single problem. Every problem I have had, every problem I am having, or any problem that I might perceive in the future. The love of God supporting me solves every problem. Now, what I have put my faith in prior to this has been the influences of the ego, because the influence of the ego tells us all of these other things. Here, try this, try that. And the lesson tells us it's, influence, prestige, pills, protective clothing, knowing the right people, being in the right place at the right time, having the right car, having the right job. These are all things that the ego will tell us. This will support you. This will sustain you. This is the answer to every problem. And we know that none of that is true, and none of that is real, because all of those things are based on a foundation of smoke and mirrors and falsehoods, false beliefs, fear. And fear is not sustainable, actually. Fear will end, and it will be replaced by the love of God. The only thing that is sustainable is that which is part of the eternal. So if I am placing my faith in the illusions of the ego, I am waiting to fail. I am waiting to fall down. I am waiting for everything to be taken away from me, because it will. And these are examples that we see in this world all the time. We are always seeing the examples of those who are lifted up and have the right job and have the right people and have the influence, and then it's gone. And it's so funny, because truthfully, that is one of the ego's favorite activities. The ego loves to build us up. The ego loves to lift us so that we have this idea of grandiosity and that how influential we are, only to be sure that at the right time, from the ego's judgment, all of this will disappear. So the only thing that will ever sustain me, will hold me up, will give me my declaration of release from every ego thought, is the love of God. I am lifted by the love of God. I am embraced by the love of God. I am protected by the love of God. I have continuous supply in the love of God. And my existence is assured in the love of God. So, the practicing are twice a day, 10 minutes, sink into this idea. How deeply can you go into this idea that being sustained, being supported by the love of God? And allows those thoughts, allow that to embrace you, enfold you, wash over you, and see how peaceful and calm you become, knowing that in truth you are sustained always by the love of God. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and comment, and please be here tomorrow. We start our first review. Big day. Namaste.